Kahalalima, Yahaba, Hashem, Yahshaba, Hashem, Rachakodash, and double honest to the great Muslim apostles as well. Father, Yahshua, forgive me the power in order to make this video, and always the strength in order to create these lessons as well, man. But yeah, this lesson goes into misery, from the state of Israel, really, from misery to, I think it's misery to joy, that's what I named it. Yeah, misery to joy, servitude to authority. Because we know the state that we're in, and of course, brothers in this truth already know about the fact that, we're still serving under Esau, in the workplace, paying taxes, being the lowest of society, doing the basic jobs, as well as, just seeing the people in this world being in a joyful state. Yeah, we know that this is our world, hence why, we seek no continuing city here, because we know this isn't our rest. Hence why, the heathens can be joyful, because this is their world currently. They can do what they want. But of course, the thing is, us being here in this world right now, we know that Yahushua has taken us out of this world. Of course, first through the mind, because we know you have to change the mind first before, the vessel will then be changed, which is really going into 1 Corinthians 15 verse 40 about the new bodies to come. So it's all about the mind, the state of thinking that's going to change first before those new vessels are going to come, where, we're going to really be as powers, as gods upon this earth, man. So, but yeah, let me get the first precept. Because, you got jobs, servitude under Esau right now, currently. We've got misery because of the fact that, at times we have to accept some disrespect from certain heathens or people because of their lack of understanding, their ignorance, and it's not our time to really put on that authority, man, upon them, which we know it's our destiny anyways for Israel to have authority over all the nations. So Khan, and what put us in this state in the first place is really the curses, man, for disobeying Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why we're in this position as a whole, as Israel is right now, their state, that low state that they're in. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wouldst not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Verse 16 onwards, the curses are pretty much listed there, man, up to, as I said, verse 16 onwards, man. Because, the reason why Israel is in this state right now, where, we have to serve under Esau, we can't really dominate in certain fields, so which we may have interest in, and, we can't really pretty much be put in a state of authority, unless, you sell out to the devil, which obviously that's wickedness in itself. But the basic reason why we're in this state is because we disobeyed Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. We can even go back to Exodus 15, I think, when he warned Israel, basically, if they follow the commandments and statutes, I'll get that there won't be, that none of the plagues that Yahweh used towards the Egyptians will affect them if they listen, basically. So simplistically speaking, if Israel listened to Yahweh, none of the plagues would have hit them, man. None of these curses would have hit us. That's the thing. But of course, we disobeyed them, and that's the result of it, man. Just as a child disobeys their father or mother, they get punished. That's basically what happened to Israel, man. Yahweh had his way with us. So I think it's in Exodus 15 verse, the latter verse or something. Yeah, it should be in Exodus 15. Go on. Yep. So this was after, Israel was freed, and of course right now they're pretty much looking for water to drink, because after, they passed the sea, and then they were in the wilderness roaming around, of course, in guidance of Yahweh and Moses, his servant. But the point is, they were thirsty. Yahweh provided them with water through a tree. In fact, I'll read verse 25 and verse 26. So it says, but that's just a little context. And he cried. So this is Moses crying unto Yahweh. Exodus 15 verse 25. And he cried unto Yahweh, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance, and there he proved them. So right there, that's when Yahweh provided them waters, because the waters in the city that they were in, or the wilderness that they were in, I think it was Shur. I think Shur or Shur, Shur was the wilderness that they were in, and the water there was bitter. Hence why Israel was going on to Moses, asking for some help from Yahweh ultimately. Moses cried out unto Yahweh, and obviously Yahweh told him, okay, go to this tree. The waters around that tree are sweet. So, that's what Israel drank from. But the key part that I want to bring out is verse 26. So Exodus 15 verse 26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, and wilt do that which is right in his sight, and wilt give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians. For I am the Lord Yahweh that healeth thee. See, that's the key part right there, man. Our power is the one that truly provides that healing, man. Occasionally, yes, we have the herbs and, healthy foods to eat, which really in this day, we've got defiled meat to deal with. So it's all Yahweh Bashim Yashai's will, whether we're healed or not, man. But yeah, that's just talking about today, right now. But the point really being is that the fact that we're in this position right now, so lock you. The fact that we're in this position right now is because of the disobedience of which we had towards Yahweh. And Exodus 15 was pretty much telling Israel that the plagues of which he put upon the Egyptians wouldn't touch us if we listened to Yahweh ultimately, simplistically speaking. Listen to the commandments, statutes, ordinances. And so, speaking of, let me actually see what the word is in the Hebrew. Let's see. So, statute, the word is, let me turn up the volume.
Strong's H 2706. Chok.
Yeah, so it could be chak in the ancient Hebrew. But yeah, it's chok right there I think it's the Assyrian Hebrew. But yeah, in terms of definitions, it says for a statute, that is an enactment, hence an appointment of time, space, quantity, labor, or usage, a custom, decree, necessary ordinance, commandment. So it's pretty much something that's to be done, really. That's what a statute is. So like a task. Yeah, it even says task here. It says set time, task. So yeah, that's pretty much what a statute is, from the word hulk or hack. Let's see what ordinance is as well. That's another word.
Strong's H 4941. Mishpat.
Okay. So Strong's info. It says here mishpat. The word means. Just trying to get the. And that's for ordinance, by the way. Wait, let me actually check. It's for ordinance. For ordinance. So statute is hak or hok, and ordinance is mishpat. And let's see. I need to go to the actual definition. So it mentions divine law, including the act, the place, the suit, the crime, and the penalty. Abstractly, justice, including a participant's right or privilege. Let's see what else. lawful, manner, measure, order, ordinance, right, sentence. So pretty much all it pertains to is really just listen to Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, man. You know, statutes, ordinances, commandments. What's to be done? We're supposed to follow what Yahweh commands us to do. And if we then sway from that, that's when the curses and the plagues come upon us, man. And that's why, you know, of course, we all serve our individual judgments too in each lifetime. That's why you see certain jakes there. They may have a disfigured face. You know, that's their own portion of judgment. You don't know what they've done in their past lives. You have certain Israelites, you know, they got certain afflictions to go through. Well, really, in the brotherhood, you know, we got those righteous afflictions to go through as well. We're still serving our judgment upon Him, but then again, we're also doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, so being capable of producing fruit, man. So of course, if Yahweh Hashem Yahshua gave us the strength in order to do that, then we should also use it, despite the thorn in our flesh. As you know, Paul had his own thorn, but he kept going hard, man. He kept going hard with the truth. So that's the precept pertaining to why we're in this state, man. Why we're in that miserable state most of the time. Why Israel generally is in a miserable state. But the thing is, really, is those within this truth that are in a true state of misery, because they know the truth right now of why we're in this. Israel's in this position. Why Esau is still in rulership. Why the kingdom is the way it is. Why it's wicked. Why is wickedness spreading around? Why are Israel partaking in heathen custom? Pretty much, those within this truth, they know enough to then bring themselves upon misery, man. You know, what was that scripture? I need to get another precept as well. Let me actually get a precept. It should be in John 16:20. Why we, because you know, with the knowledge that we have, man, and you know, the one that Yahushua has provided us to grasp, really, to have that understanding of. The thing is, that's why we're in a state of misery, because we know we have to be patient and we have to wait until this kingdom falls. Then Yahushua's kingdom is going to be set up before we then enter our joy. Hence why we're in a state of misery, man. And also the wickedness that's in this place, we just have to be patient with it and keep doing the works that Yahushua has commanded us to do. Keep producing fruit. And of course, keep doing the will of Yahweh. So this is John 16:20. Verily, verily, I say unto you that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful. But your sorrow shall be turned into joy. Let me see if the next one. Yeah, but that's really the keeper right there. It says here, this was Yahushua speaking, by the way. Yeah, so keeper, let me read it again. John 16:20. Verily, verily, I say unto you that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful. But your sorrow shall be turned into joy. So, of course, we know that, as the Yahushua says, man, it says, verily, verily. I need to actually see what that even means. If it means surely or something. So it's saying aman, that's what it means. And let's see what it says here. So verily, verily, meaning what is it again? It says properly, firm, trustworthy, surely. Yeah. So pretty much it means that surely, you know. So surely. And this is let me actually put the word out in the Greek. It's the amen or aman. Obviously in the ancient Hebrew, it's aman.
Strong's G 281. Amen.
Yeah, so amen. But in the ancient Hebrew, aman. And meaning surely. So when it says verily, verily, it means surely. So John 16:20, surely, well, verily, I say unto you that ye shall weep and lament. So of course, we do have our moments of meditating upon, you know, our afflictions and thorns, what we're going through. You know, we have a lonely moment of just sitting there being silent. You know, at times, you know, you may cry a little. You're always being in a low state. Of course, just meditating upon your life. So Yahusha did say we're going to weep and lament, man. But the world shall rejoice. And as you can see, you go do your daily stuff, like, go to the job place. As you're traveling there, you're seeing the state of people. Really, with the state that people are in right now, they're also coming into that state of misery slowly as well, man. Which really, that's the roles being reversed now. Israel, we're gonna get more joyful as this kingdom falls, and the world is gonna be more in a state of misery because of the fact that they're putting their trust upon their jobs, and then they're losing their jobs, upon carnal things, and then their trust on these carnal things are then going to be destroyed, and of course that's when they're going to be in that sad state, man. That's why the scriptures also say the love of many shall wax cold, So yeah, but yeah, before I get that precept, let me focus on this one. So Yahushua said we're going to weep and lament. The world shall rejoice, which it is, as you can see, the daily people that you see walking up by. It's summer right now. People are enjoying themselves, despite they got no idea what's to come. In Jacob's trouble, the prophecies to come, they got no idea. Even Jake themselves, man, on which they're supposed to be having this knowledge, man. They're supposed to own this knowledge. But of course, they're not engaging with it. They're also in a state of delusion, really, which is why they're rejoicing in this world, which they're not supposed to until Yahushua comes. But yeah, it says, and ye shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy, which I explained last time, man. As Esau's war comes down, our joy is going to be shooting up, man. Because we know Yahushua is going to be at the door. We're going to know that the prophecy is also going to come to pass as well. The prophecy in Joel 5 talking about thou shalt be in league with the beasts and the stone of the field, roughly paraphrasing. But I was going to say, there's no precept I was going to get before Joel. What was I going to get? Don't even know. Okay. It was linked to John 16:20 though. I'll just move on to the next one. But yeah, Joel 5 is talking about the prophecies about the fact that Yahweh will look after us, man, in the time to come. Yahweh says, that we're worthy of his protection, which is why we've got to keep continuing the works and keep praying to Yahweh Hashem Yashai for mercy, because we do need it, honestly speaking. Now, I need to charge this phone quickly. I could do a part 2 as well. Let's see. So, yeah, let me get Micah 7 and 9. Micah 7. Wait, hold on. Because I think the storage is going to be full real soon, so I might need to close out eventually. Yeah, cool. So this is Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. So of course our responsibility is to bear the indignation of the Lord. And let's actually see what that word means, man. Indignation. It says here.
Strong's H2197. Za'af.
So Za'af. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a part 2 because this thing's going to run out of storage. Yeah. But yeah, so Za'af means anger, indignation, rage, man. So we've got to bear Yahushua's rage upon us, man. Because of course, rightfully so, he endured all through his suffering for us. And that's what we're supposed to do, continue the works and keep going. But yeah, I'll do a part 2, okay. Yeah, Kahala Limna Yahweh Bashim Yashai Bashim Hakudash, and double honest to great Muslim apostles, and Shalom Yaratazar.